Hey guys, it's Logan with Yugioh Gaming, and yesterday I went to Lexington, Kentucky because we didn't pre-register in time for the 3v3 in Knoxville. So I went to Lexington, Kentucky for a case tournament. I played Sword Soul Tenyi, pretty much Proto Turbo. The deck's really strong. We had a great time. You guys will probably see the vlog here in a few days. But yeah, let's go get into the deck. I think I got third after Swiss. I went X1. The only thing I lost to was Eldritch. So 3 Ecclesia. The starter, 3 Mo Yi, 3 Long Young. Honestly, I think you can cut this to 2 because the card doesn't do a whole lot if you have to use the Tenyi monsters. And I play a really heavy Tenyi lineup because like you can't really make Baron and then use the Tenyi monsters, so that's a problem with this card in particular. And then 2 Tai. You can maybe bump that card up to 3, but then you have the risk of drawing too many normal summons, which was like obviously not great. I played a heavy Tenyi line, 3 option, 3 Yugioh, and 2 Otara. I think that you can probably bump Otara to 3. There's a couple times where I needed a 3rd one, but overall I think this package was really strong, and I think it's just the way you should probably play the deck. And this is like the unfair card of the deck. Protos. He's literally like VFD, like especially if we're playing in like a small tournament or like really late in the rounds where you know what your opponents are playing. This deck can literally just call any attribute in the game and just win. It's really obnoxious. I kind of wish it didn't exist, but it does, so we're playing it. 3 Emergence, it helps you search Protos, and it's just the searcher of the deck. I played 3 Vessel. I think moving forward, I would cut this card to 2 and play 3 of the level 1 Otara. And the reason is because Vessel actually just doesn't do anything by itself. But if you draw any Tenyi with any of the normal summons, you can at least play. And that's the problem with Vessel. If you can't already play, it's not a good card. So I think there's an issue with it. And then we played Pot of Desires. I think it's just better than Prosperity in this deck. You know, drawing off Mo Yi it's not important, but it's nice. The 2 extra cards with the Tenyis help you really break boards, and if you banish Protos, it's not that big of a deal. Then we played going second cards. I played Hand Traps, but I only play 6 and then 3 Droplet. I think Hand Traps are extremely important right now because of Scythe and Protos. That's like literally the only way you can stop those cards. You can't, cause, I mean, like you can drop with the Scythe, but the only cards that actually stop like somewhat of the bird deck, because if you have one of these against the bird deck and you stop the normal summon, like the bird up deck, it's really annoying. And the Flunderies deck if you stop the normal summon. If you stop the Tri-Brigade or you stop the normal summon of the bird. Also in the mirror, they're both really strong. And it's the only way to stop them from trying to make Scythe and be able to stop Protos in the same card. So I think the Hand Traps are really important right now. If not, you're just going to get locked out by one or the other. Because there's no cards that actually hit both besides Hand Traps, which is important. And then I played 2 Blackouts. I started this card out a lot because it's just really, really bad going second, but you have to play 2 because of Desires. So yeah, it should be 40 cards. I guess the extra deck, we played 2 Yugioh. A 3rd came up once. You could maybe play a 3rd. I don't know. It probably doesn't come up enough. Duke, this card's insane. Chaofeng, 2 Baxia, and Yazi. Baxia, you have to play 2 in this version because the heavy Tenyi build, you usually do this turn 1 to make this card. Usually my ending board is like this, Yugioh, and then Protos for dark, so locked out a light and dark blind. And if you do that, it's just like game against like probably like 60% of the meta. And if you play, like if you have the trap with that, Chaofeng has another effect. If you destroy your opponent's card, like a monster, you can special summon whatever attribute you destroy. So if you like destroy a light monster, you can special summon a light from your deck, destroy a dark monster, whatever, which is strong. And plus, if you pop it, you can search Hand Trap, which is strong. Baron, I made this card a lot. Rudy Rose, I never made this card. Drag Guide, I made it once, and I never used its effect. Berserker, I made it once. And this is a little different. I played 3 Monk. Like a lot of people at the big case tournament in Colorado played this. I think it's correct if you play a lot of Tenyis. It just comes up in the grind game. And like, cause you have like one like big flex spot in the extra deck. But you have a lot of room. But one that just doesn't really matter. It could be like a third Yugioh, third of this, whatever. But I think this just comes up the most. And then one Shaman of the Tenyis. Just a good card.
That's awesome.
So that's the extra deck, and then the side deck is 3 Lancia. This card's just super strong against BK and the mirror, so definitely want that card. 3 Nibiru. I don't think I would play this going forward. The way you go second and break boards is Tenyi monsters. And if you summon this, you just can't summon your Tenyi monsters. So that was probably a little bit of an oversight. So moving forward, I could definitely see cutting this card. Unless you're just super afraid of combo, I could definitely just see like not playing it in this build. 3 draw Lockbird. Obviously, it's just really good against just Bird and Drytron. 3 Cosmic Cyclone. We decided to play this over like Twin because you don't really want to discard cards. We decided to play this over like a card like Evenly Matched because Mystic Mind's like really popular in the format. So you can side this card in the mirror. And if they do side in Mystic Mind, it's not that big of a deal, but it can also hit the trap if you think they're playing Mystic Mind or whatever. It's also just good against like Eldritch and stuff. Red Reboot. And then my last 2 side cards, I didn't really know what to play. Decided an Imperial Order, and then I had 1 extra card, and we were just doing some of the math on like what you would side out going first. And like we just needed an extra card a lot of the time, so we played an anti-spell. I know this seems weird to play on 1, but like you could side 3. We didn't want to cut any other cards in the extra deck. You could probably cut Nib though. So if you cut Nib, you could probably add in like 2 anti-spell and something else. So that's So I can go in and get into my rounds really fast. Round 1, I played against the Tenyi Sword Soul deck, the mirror match. I won 2-0, or no, 2-1. Round 2, I lost to Eldritch in like 4 minutes. You'll see it on the vlog. I got destroyed. He opened like Skill Drain Order, Fusion Destiny, Scarlight, and another Eldritch Trap. I like lost super fast, and then game 2 I couldn't play around Token Collector. Token Collector me, and I just lost. Round 3 playing Sky Striker, I beat that really quickly. Round 4 I played against another mirror match. I won. Played against one of my friends that came with us. Round 5 I played against Isaiah. He was playing the Invoked Fusion Destiny Dogmatica deck. And then, so that was round 5, and then round 6, I played against another mirror match, and I won. And then in top 8, I played against Shadal Invoke Dogmatica, and then I won that as well. And then we split top 4, so I think I got 2nd after standings or 3rd when X1 I lost to Eldritch in the last 2 events. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, peace.